So, hello everybody, and just a second. Let's check the connecting. Do we have the... Okay, so hello. Hi everybody, my name is Mahabbat, and for today we are going to speak about pronouns. A little information about pronouns, when we use it, what types of pronouns we have in English, and let's see when we should use the pronouns. Pronouns we use when we want to replace the noun, and mostly it is used when noun was used before or earlier. So pronouns, like nouns, used to take places of noun if the noun has been used earlier. And now I'm going to write the example how we use the pronoun. For example, I'm writing the sentence. For example, Chopin goes to the institute every day by bus. We have such a sentence, and now we want to say the next sentence, which is connected with Chopin, but we do not use this noun. Instead of this noun, we use she. It's pronoun. She goes by bus because her car was broken. So here you can see how we use the pronouns. I think that everyone you have already learned about pronouns from your copybooks, from your school, from the lessons of the English language school. So, and now here you can see how we use. Chopin goes to the institute every day by bus. Here we have the noun Chopin, and in the second sentence, we use the pronoun, as you see. She goes by bus because her car was broken. For example, instead of this pronoun, of course, we can say Chopin again, but it sounded unusual. If we say Chopin goes to the institute every day by bus, Chopin goes by bus because her car was broken, Chopin likes to drink a cup of tea for breakfast, and so on. So that's why in English we use pronouns. And one of the points when we use pronouns is we want to identify the gender of the person with whom we are talking with. Just for example, we can read the topic about friends. Yes, for example, friends, but we don't know whether friends female or male, as you know, female or male. That's why we use the pronouns. We know that we have pronouns in English: I, you, he, she, it, and for plural form, we, you, they. So, and in the topic, when we want to identify the gender of the person, we use these pronouns. For example, we have the topic. They are best friends. We have the sentence. their best friends. He, if we talk about Arman, he likes swimming. Here we identify the male that we see that we have the nouns, friends, and in the next sentence we identify that one of the friends is a boy, and we use the pronoun he, Arman. And for the next sentence we use, as was the second friend, she likes painting. So in the third sentence we identify the second friend's gender, that it is a girl. So we use the pronoun she. So mostly in English, pronouns they are called as confusing pronouns because sometimes people can talk about something or describing the situation. For example, you are standing near the desk and you are speaking about your mother. For example, you say, my mother goes to the shop, he buys a lot of cakes and so on. So, and person who is listening to your topic, he can ask you whether your mom, he or she. That's why sometimes people can forget the pronouns. That's why it is called confusing pronouns. For example, just you are in a hurry and you can forget he or she. That's why it is confused people. And we should remember that for the female we use she, and for male we use he. It's a rule in English language. So I hope that you will remember this rule for a long time, and you won't have any mistakes in the future when you use the pronouns. And of course, pronouns has their own forms, variety. And now I'm going to write here a very big table in order you to remember which kind of pronouns we have in English lessons. Let's take the copybook, or if you want a piece of paper, but you should remember that when we use pronouns, it can be changed because we use it in different. For example, we have this table and we have such lines, and let's write. It is nominative, subject, pronouns. And here we have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And let's write for each of these pronouns their forms in different situations, how they can change in different sentences. The same we have in Russian and in Kazakh language, but in English it has a lot of types and forms. The next object, the next possessive, adjectives, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. And as you know, it has the first, the second, the third female, the third, which is connected with thing when we want to say about thing, and plural form, first, second, and third. And let's complete this table. You can just learn by heart or rewrite or just practice with using these pronouns in your speech. Then after practicing for 5 or more than 10 times, you will learn it by heart. So how it is changed? Let's write me, my, mine, myself. It will be good, it will be better if you, after rewriting the changes of the pronouns, and complete the sentence for each of these forms. You, your, yourself. The next, he, him, his, himself. She, her, hers, herself. The next, it, here not used, and here itself. So it was singular form, and now we're going to write about plural form. We, us, our, ours, ourselves. The next, second, you, your, it is a plural form, and yourselves. The next, they, them, their, theirs, and themselves. So you should remember this table. Of course, you cannot learn by heart all this table. And for example, if somebody asks you, can you tell me the possessive adjectives for pronouns I? Of course, you can forget. But when you complete the sentences, when you speak, when you write a topic, for example, when you will be standing near the desk and talking about some situations, you can use different pronouns, one of the form of the pronouns, and it will be easier for you to understand why we use pronouns and why we change the main noun in the sentence and put there the pronoun. So it's really easy to remember, of course, and I hope that this information was clear for you about these pronouns, confusing pronouns. Of course, English language can be a little bit difficult for somebody. Okay, I will give you 1 minute to rewrite this table, and then we will complete the sentences using different pronouns. How we should complete the sentences using pronouns, verb, and other parts of the sentences. So I think that this time was enough for you. You can tap on the button on your notebook or maybe your YouTube to do and to rewrite this table. Let's write the examples for pronouns, and you should know the logic, how we complete the sentences in English using pronouns. It's really very easy, but after practicing, you will be the professional. Okay, so we have, for example, the pronouns he and she, and here we use the verb and noun. For example, as the example, we can write he, she. For example, she loves cakes. Yes, and another example, he hates ice cream. So here you can see that in English, when we use pronouns, it has the logic, and you can see that first we use the noun. Yes, the noun here it is pronoun plus verb and plus noun. It is the first form how we use pronouns. So, and it's really easy to understand. For example, I drive a car. They go to the station, for example. They go to the station, or we pay for a taxi, for example. And in each of these sentences, we have the logic, pronouns, verb and noun. Pronouns, verb and noun. Pronoun, verb and noun. So it's really easy to complete the sentence when you know the logical construction in the sentence. for the next, we have the next. For example, when we want to say his or her. His or her, as we remember, it is the possessive adjectives for pronouns. Possessive adjective pronouns. His or her, and here we use noun, and then we use verb. How we complete the sentence in this form? We say his eyes are beautiful. So here we can use verb or another verb. His eyes are beautiful. And here we say pronoun. It is pronoun. Eyes, it is noun. Are, it is verb. And beautiful, it is other part of the sentence. And the same we can say with using her flowers, her flowers were George's last year. So here we can see that we have the logic. Her, it is the pronoun. Flowers, noun. Were, it is the verb in the past simple. Were, it is the verb. And George's last year, it is other part of the sentence. Adjectives and helpers. So, if you learn by heart the simple construction, the logic of the completing the sentence with using pronouns, you can replace nouns in the sentence and to use the pronouns. It's really easy, and I hope that this information was a little bit useful for you, and you will use this information. And you can, of course, read the information about pronouns, about specific situations when we use the exact type of the pronouns in the sentence from copybooks, from the internet. We have a lot of information about pronouns in the internet, so you can look at the books and read the rules and so on. So have a nice day and see you later. We will talk about other grammatical or lexical information which can help us to speak fluently, to speak colorful in English. So have a nice day. Goodbye.